YouTube, what's up? Welcome back to the channel, man. You know it's your boy Crew here, and today we are here with another reaction video, man. So today we're taking a look at a video from one of the GOATs, okay? Jacques Slade, man. I haven't reacted to any of his videos at this current point in time. Like I said, what I do with this series is, you know, it's a little bit slower in sneakers now, so I want to kind of give you guys a little bit different content. But what I like to do is I really like to dive deep into the minds of some of my sneaker peers and kind of get to understand them a little bit more. I've never met Jacques Slade. I mean, like I said, he's a GOAT. He's a pillar in this sneaker thing. So today we have a video called The Nike Situation Just Got Worse. Fake sneakers. Is Kyrie making the same mistake? And probably some sneakers that he thinks are going to be some of the best pickups of the month. I like videos like this because it gives us a chance to take a look at multiple topics at once. But before we actually go ahead and get into this video, I want to make sure you guys go ahead and hit that sub button for your boy and join the crew. Listen, I think it's, wait, it's somewhere over here. You guys can hit this little thing or it's in this corner. Wait, like kind of in this corner over here. Make sure you guys hit that sub button if you guys are new to the channel. And if you guys are OG viewers, you guys already know, man, I love you guys so much and thank you for all of your love and support. Now to the winner of the comment from the last video. Kiko Senko, man. Kiko Senko dropped some knowledge in the last video. So, man, make sure you guys go ahead and check out that comment. But when you guys leave a comment, make sure you guys leave a comment down below. I will pick the best comment and I'll announce it in the following video. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the video.
Yo, welcome to Hard Pass. I am your host, Jacques Slade. Today on the show, we've got Kyrie's next move, a lot of talk about reps for some odd reason, the NBA Finals, the week's hottest releases, and of course, a Hard Pass. All right, let's start this show with some hot takes. According to a study done by Hot UK Deals, a definitive source if I've ever heard one, the Travis Scott Fragment Design Air Jordan 1 Low is the second most repped or faked or bootlegged sneaker currently. The top belongs to the Mocha Ones, but remember what I said about a particular pair a few weeks ago? Beyond a shadow of a doubt, easily the most common pair that I've seen from the Travis Jordan 1 Over, when really they should be the rarest of the bunch. And the resale prices that I've seen online would indicate that they are pretty darn rare. So I don't want to accuse everybody that I've seen wearing these sneakers as perpetuating reps or unauthorized authentics or doesn't prove any.
Yo, literally like in the same line of some of the stuff that we've been talking about on the channel. If you guys haven't seen it, definitely go back. I believe this is part 9 or number 9 of the sneaker reaction videos. We've been talking about this rep thing a lot, and what he's saying makes sense, right? I don't exactly remember what the stock numbers were for the Fragment ones, but I don't know if they were really that high, and I do see a ton of people with them on. Now, if you guys have been following my sneaker journey, you know that I actually hit on Travis's website for the Fragments. So, and I see a ton of people wearing them. Like you said, it's the most common pair when it should probably be one of the rarer pairs. Like I see so many people with them, and with the resale value as high as it is, should we believe that all of the pairs that we're seeing are authentic? And it goes back to that same thing. Like you said, I don't want to have to walk around looking at everybody's feet like, oh, those are probably fake or those are probably fake. But it's a big deal, man. It's a big deal because of what we go through to get the shoe. Now, some people listening and some people watching may not necessarily understand that. And I can tell by some of the comments and some of the videos that everyone doesn't understand it. And it's totally okay. Again, I'm not against anyone for wearing fakes, but when you purchase a pair, an authentic pair, and you wear that pair and you know that it's authentic and you know the rarity and the value of it, it means a lot.
Definitively, but yeah, there's just too many out there. But hey, do what you want, wear what you want, reps or not, just maybe wear something else. Another tidbit from that study is that some of the people who buy reps actually have the authentic pair, but they keep those on ice and wear the reps.
Oh.
Huh. I guess sneaker stunt doubles are a thing now, or it's a very convenient excuse, which again, I don't care to explore. Like, Has anybody in the comments either called out someone for wearing reps or has been called out for wearing reps and went out of their way to prove that they have the real thing?
In the comment section, has that ever happened to you? Has that ever happened to you? That's a great point. Something that no one really brought up in the previous video is I have heard of people actually having the legit pair on ice. I've definitely heard that. But I don't know. Like I said, once you kind of get one fake in the collection, it does kind of do something weird for me where it makes me think that there's probably some funny business going on with your collection. And again, man, it's your collection. Like you said, do what you do. Spend your money the way you want to spend your money. I'm gonna say it a billion times. This will not be the last time I say it. The only thing is, it's kind of hard to tell, when someone's, spent their money and bought the legit pair, and you've got an off pair. This UA fake thing is a whole different, bro. We could literally talk about this every week. It's crazy that he's talking about it. I think he dropped this video like 2 days ago.
If so, can you tell me where you live so I can put it on my list of places that take this sneaker thing way too seriously? Kyrie Irving says he's about to prove that they have the real thing.
Hold on.
Has anybody in the comments either called out someone for wearing reps or has been called out for wearing reps and went out of their way to prove that they have the real thing? If so, can you tell me where you live so I can put it on my list of places that take this sneaker thing?
Oh, right. Like we said, bro, if you are the person who walks up to somebody and checks them for having fake shoes, that's too much, bro. It's just too much. Just let it be. And they know, and that's all that needs to happen. That's all that needs to know. That's aggressive. Let's not do that.
Too seriously? Kyrie Irving says he's about to sign a new sneaker deal soon. That was 2 weeks ago, but who's counting? Adidas and Puma are considered to be a part of the bidding war for Kai, which would be kind of disappointing, honestly.
It would be.
When he left Nike and covered his former signature shoes, he talked a lot about freedom. Not sure he would get that much more freedom signing with an Adidas or a Puma or another large brand, but if it's anything like his multiple NBA stops, he's going to be happy for a few weeks and talk about how things are.
So the whole thing with Kyrie, man, I can't see how Adidas would bring someone on that was dragged and kind of slammed for the same types of things that Ye were dragged for. Granted, the levels are different. And that's not to absolve anyone. The levels are different. Things that Ye said versus the actions of Kyrie were different, but I can't see him going there and getting a shoe that looks like anything that we really care about, if I'm being honest with you. I feel like Nike was at least able to provide something that we would like to look at and could compare across all basketball sneakers and say that Kyrie's sneakers are probably #1 as far as basketball sneakers are concerned. So Adidas, I don't know what they can provide. Puma, I'm just, if we get a Kyrie Puma, like, I really don't know what to expect, especially with Melo being over there, and his sneaker kind of being the being the lead sneaker over there, and what those look like. I don't care for him. Let me know in the comment section below. Now, how you guys feel about, him going to Adidas or him going to Puma. Like he said, the freedom wouldn't be any different. And I saw him wearing a lot of smaller brands. I don't know the name of this brand. Is it A11? Is that what it is? A11. That's this brand. I saw him in talks with Saya somewhere else in America. So I would have thought that maybe he would have gone that route to maybe give someone another chance, give someone a shot to be mainstream. But let me know how you guys feel about this whole Kyrie thing.
Different in that everything he did last time was misconstrued. But then he gets on the YouTube rabbit hole and emerges unhappy, and we start the dance all over again. Hopefully, he's just building up anticipation and he actually announces the start of his own brand, or he signs with a black-owned brand that truly disrupts the sneaker game. That way, we become genuinely excited for something new and fresh, but also he can't pin it on anybody or anything else if things are good or
bad. Yeah.
So love this story. A middle school teacher recently held a sneaker design contest for his students, and the winner actually had their creation turned into reality by sneaker customizer Jonathan Millar. The winning piece, a combination Jordan 3 Tinker off-white interpretation of the Air Jordan 3 that should have been a happy moment for the kid, and you know what? I'm sure it was for them. And if you're being honest, the swooshy shape and implementation is better on these than on the actual Jordan 3 Tinkers. But then the internet saw it and had their take. Look, people, it's a middle school kid.
Oh, wait. The internet is scary, man. Like, I thought this was dope. If my son did this, or my cousins or anybody, somebody, you know, that loves sneakers, you love sneakers, and maybe you're not able to get an off-white, and you like, you know, man, that's like your grail, you know, that's your grail, and you love a Jordan 3, and you have an idea, and you're able to see that come to fruition, and you're excited about it as a middle school kid, and then the internet gets a hold of you. I don't even know what they said, bro. I swear I don't even know what they said, but I know it's whatever they said was something along the lines of, creative, original, everything has to be off-white. It's like, bro, if you got the time to knock somebody down that way, you got bigger issues, fam, especially for a kid in middle school. This is a middle school project, fam. Where are we? It's a middle school project.
99% of our original ideas in middle school were inspired by or outright stolen from something we saw elsewhere. Let's be positive and encourage these kids to do even better for their next project. This is not an F them kids moment. You're not MJ. Anyway, images for a 2023 retro of the Nike Air More Uptempo is upsetting a lot of fans of the original pair. The new 2023 Uptempos appear to correct the mistake of the 2020 retro by having the white outline on the Air extend to the midsole, but now there's too much white space between the letters and the midsole.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not an Uptempo fan at all, but seeing that, the one in the 2023 I'm just like, yo, that's gross. It looks like it's just too much. Now, granted, if it's not in production, it's probably already in production. But if they've gotten wind that people don't like it, maybe they can change it. I say that in reference to, I remember with the Thunders. If you guys remember the Jordan 4 Thunders, I remember seeing early pictures of those and they having white stitching now around the toe box. Now, I don't know if that was like fake market making up early pairs and those are the ones that we saw, because when Nike dropped them, they obviously had black stitching across the toe. So I don't know if that's the same thing, but maybe they can fix this. This is kind of weird.
Midsole. Not only that, there are now people who own the 2020 retro who say the minimal white outline is actually better than the original. It's like people who argue about the patent leather cut on the Air Jordan 11.
High.
People weren't happy about the shorter cut. Then they brought back the original higher cut. But now kids who grew up with the smaller cut prefer them to be higher.
Yeah.
It's good times, man. Nike wishes these were the only kind of problems they had. Congratulations to Bronny James graduating high school. I don't give a really that.
I mean, you can't make everybody happy. Like, honestly, bro, you can't make anyone happy. Sneakerheads are the most, like, it's insatiable. Like, you can't give enough. You do something, you want more sneakers, you get more sneakers, you don't buy the sneakers. You want more white, you get more white, you hate the white. you got the cut where you want it, they reduced the cut. Now I want the high cut again. It's like, what? You can't make us happy, bro.
That he wore the latest Travis Scott Jordan 1s unless they were a new unreleased colorway or something interesting. You know what? Social media really needs to leave these kids alone, man. Floyd Mayweather has stacks and stacks of white Air Force Ones that he only wears once and then donates them. Well, At least we know where a chunk of the supply went when it was hard there for a few weeks to buy them. But yeah, good on the champ for donating his sneakers to the kids. Not sure if that's something I would flex about, but I could see.
That was literally when I saw this, I was like, why is he flexing white Air Force Ones? Like, it's money made. But bro, you are so above Air Force Ones, fam. Like, I didn't understand why he was flexing these. I honestly didn't understand why he was flexing. Do y'all understand why he was flexing? Because I really don't understand why he was flexing Air Force Ones. But, you know, him donating them to kids is awesome, is amazing. But I still don't understand why Money Mayweather was flexing Air Force Ones.
Some kids showing off their pair and bragging that one of the greats of boxing wore them first. Seller of Reps was reposted all over social media this week for selling Air Jordan 11s that look close to the real thing for just $50. Of course, just because the pictures are nice doesn't mean the shoes won't wear out or disintegrate after a few.
I swear I just said this, bro. I swear, man. In my last video, my man Jacques Slade is saying exactly what I said in my previous video, bro.
Few steps, but I have to ask, when did 11s become gamer girl style? Like, is there a secret world of Twitch streamers who play games and wear sneaker reps that I don't know about? Don't actually answer that question in the comments.
Gamer girl style? What is that?
Actually don't want to know the
What's
answer
gamer girl style?
Anyway, let's move on to the Heat Check, where we bring you everything that's dropping this week. We have the kids' Nike Dunk Low Pastel Paisley on the 6 for $95. The women's Nike Dunk Low Indigo Haze for $110. The Nike Zoom Vomero 5 Varsity Maze. This is a restock. That's going to be $160. The kids' Air Jordan 3 Hide and Sneak.
These are actually pretty cool too.
$150. The Nike Air Max 1 Puerto Rico Orange Frost.
That's Roscoe's pick.
$40. The Nike Airship SP Tech Gray. Those are going to be on the 7th for $150. The Nike Air Flight Hirachi OG. Those are $125.
I think these sold out.
The Nike Air Force One Low Los Angeles. Those are going to be $150. The Nike Air Max 1 The Bay. Those are going to be $160.
From the Bay, you need these.
The kids Air Jordan 2 Low UNC. Those are going to be on June 8th. The women's Nike Dunk Low Plum Eclipse, those are going to be on the 8th for $120. The Nike LeBron 20 Laser Orange, those are going to be $200. The women's Air Jordan 5 Indigo Haze, those are going to be $180. The Matthew M. Williams Nike 005 Slide Dark Khaki and Volt, those are on the 9th for
Y'all wearing these? Are y'all wearing these? Who's wearing these? Are y'all wearing these? Who's wearing them? Somebody let me, who's wearing these? And if you are, send me a pic on IG. I need to see that you have these in your collection. This is crazy. IG at the real HHSB Crew. I need to see it.
$190 each. Bodega's New Balance 610. Those are going to be $160.
They pushing these 610s.
Puma MB02 BU. Those are $175. The Air Jordan 1 Black and Smoke Gray. Those are on the 10th for $180. And then the Air Jordan 2 Wings on the 10th as well for $210. And then our pick of the week is the Gamer Girl 11s, which are available now, I guess, for $50.
What is the Gamer Girl, bro? What is the Gamer Girls? I need to know what this is. Turn to dust
after a few days, but if you're just sitting on a $1,000 gamer chair with mood lighting in the background, it's probably not gonna matter. I'm assuming. Anyway, we're recording this episode before the start of the NBA Finals, but 2K Sports has predicted that the Miami Heat will win this series not only in 7 games, but that every game will be won by the road team. Man, that seems about as unlikely as Boston actually getting over the hump and not screwing it up in the end. I'm sorry. I had to do it.
Well, the Heat lost.
It's not like
yesterday.
They've only won one championship in the past 30 years.
Heat lost yesterday.
Oh, wait. They have only won one championship in the past 30 years. As a true Laker fan, the only thing that makes me happier than us winning is Boston losing. Harrison Ford was asked who would win between Han Solo and Indiana Jones. If you guessed the famously curmudgeonly Ford answered, "What are you asking me that crap for?" you would be correct. Haven't we watched enough clips through the years of Ford being so done with our
I know
nerd?
Nothing about this.
Most of the time he's doing the angry man thing as a bit, but I can imagine it's getting grating through the years. Not to compare myself to Harrison Ford, but that would be like someone coming up to me like 50 years from now when I'm like 35 and they ask, "Hey, what was it like being in Michael Jordan's house?"
Damn,
Speaking of curmudgeonly, CM Punk is officially back. Man, what a difference 2 years makes, huh? From waiting until he walked out to the entrance ramp of a sold-out United Center to having to announce he will for sure be there and not walk out or suddenly quit or get into a fight with the Young Bucks and their super kicks and exploding Jordan 1s again just to sell more tickets. Whew, man, the times sure are changing for old CM. The Rock is officially back in the Fast and Furious cinematic universe, but he'll be starring in another standalone Hobbs movie that will serve as a ramp-up to the Fast X Part 2, with no guarantee yet that he'll be showing up for that, delaying the inevitable reunion with Vin Diesel. Okay, so now we've got a Hobbs movie that will probably star Jason Statham, a more than likely female-led spin-off with Michelle Rodriguez, Charlize Theron, and Fast X Part 2 and 3. I swear, this is all leading to Vin Diesel doing a Steve Rogers Avengers Assemble bit with a CGI Paul Walker as one of the drivers, and I am here for it, baby.
There's so much going on right here that I know
one more wrestling
nothing
thing
about.
Before we move on to Hard Pass. That little teaser on Monday Night Raw where Dominic Mysterio asks why he can't be the one who beats Seth Rollins? Yeah, that proves my post-WrestleMania point. Dom as world champion or threatening to be world champion would be best for business. And how do you keep him a threat without actually challenging Seth right away? Give Dom the money in the bank briefcase, man. All right, it's time for this week's Hard Pass. We'll take a look at something in the culture that just needs to go. Like the entire executive branch over at Nike. Okay. According to a report from Business Insider, the swoosh is undergoing some corporate shuffling as they look for the next big thing. Why?
I think we talked about this. I think we talked about this a little bit. Nike mixing things up because they're saying that Jordans and Air Maxes are stale. They're starting to pile up. I wonder exactly like what they're doing within this shakeup. Are you just moving pieces from here to there, or are you inviting new people in with new ideas?
What they're doing right now isn't moving the needle. Air Jordans and Air Maxes are name-checked as products that aren't selling, with several high-profile retros in particular selling for below retail on the secondary market. Not sure why analysts should give a shit about resale, but whatever. Actually, that's a lie. I know why they care. I just wish that they didn't. Right. Anyways, Sam Poser of Williams Trading is issuing a rare sell call for Nike. It's rare because Nike stock just always seemed to go up and up. But from the highs of 2021, it has gradually dropped to pre-pandemic levels. And in Poser's report, the headline is Air Max is becoming Air Men. I mean, come on, Sam. I don't know you from Matt Powell, but this is how we know you're not a very online person. Air Mid was right there for the taking. You had it.
It was a joke. But look, I mean, Air Max, we talked about this. Air Max Air Max are more geared towards, and this is, hey, listen, you guys can let me know in the comment section if I'm right about this. But Air Max are geared more towards an older audience. I don't think that kids, teenagers, young adults are aiming for Air Max. Unless it's a hype shoe, unless it's a hype beast shoe, right? Which I hate the word hype beast, man. But unless it's a hype shoe, Travis Air Max, Pata Air Max, stuff like that, right? Like unless it's something like that. Hype is winning, and Air Max don't come across as hype unless they have some sort of collab tied to them. So what do you guys think about that?
And you didn't take it. I don't think I've been this disappointed since the Lakers lost. So what's actually happening? Lifestyle sneakers, aka dunks and retros of Jordans and Air Maxes, are on the downswing. The sneaker normies, aka people who think Panda dunks are cute, have had enough. Sneaker culture is turning their eyes to other brands with legacy sneakers like New Balance. In the performance sector, people still don't care about LeBrons, KDs, Zoom Freaks, and
oh, thank God somebody's saying it. We don't care about that stuff, bro. Like the LeBrons, the KDs, they just sit, bro. For Nike and Adidas, though. It's not just Nike. Like Damian Lillard ain't selling sneakers, and neither is James Harden. I think Melo probably has probably the best selling basketball sneaker, but nobody cares about that. they've made it so all we care about are collabs and retros. OGs. That's what they've made it about. Even when it comes to dunks, regular dunks used to be the way. Regular dunks used to be the way. There were so many colors you could get, so many fits you can match, a lot of different IG pictures and fits and stuff like that being set up, but they overdid it. They oversaturated the market, and now we're tired. But again, you can't make sneakerheads happy because we asked for more sneakers. Now, really what we asked for was more quantity of sneakers with the pairs that we want. Off-White, Union, Travis. You know what I'm saying? That's what we wanted more of. We want more of that, or at least more quantity of the ones that we get. And they say, oh, you guys want more shoes? Here you go. Here's another one. Here's another one. Here's another one. Here's another one. Here's another bad colorway. Here's another bad colorway. Here's another bad colorway. And it's just getting old.
Everything else like they did a decade ago. Their running and outdoor shoes are doing fine, but they're also facing competition from brands like Hoka, Merrell, On Running, and Solomon. And that fulfills our obligation to mention Solomon at least once every few weeks. But does that mean that the party's over for Nike? Not really. It does stink that people are losing their jobs, though, and according to Arch USA piece by Chris Burns, the coldness of these rounds of layoffs wasn't quite like it was back in the 90s when Phil Knight had to make cuts. He allowed some employees to choose early retirement while letting others take pay cuts to stay on board. But both Burns and Poser say that Nike's current malaise is not unlike what they went through in the mid-2010s when the signature basketball market crashed and burned. At that time, Nike offset those flailing sectors with new products like the Air Max 270 and the Vapor Max, hyping up a renewed commitment to remastering Jordan Retros and the introduction of the Sneakers app. Right. Now they need their next hit, and fast. And don't tell me that the dot swoosh NFT metaverse thing is their saving grace.
Right.
I got a notification that I could buy some boxes for $20 that do something.
That's my point. I have a dot swoosh account. I know Roscoe understands it a little bit more. I see him in there trying to cop and buy stuff, but I get notifications. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, someone explain it to me, because I don't know what I'm doing with this dot swoosh account. I don't know why I have it. I know it's to buy things in the meta. I don't know. I know, but I don't know. It's like I'm buying a right to something or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody explain it to me, please. But this can't be it. This can't be what they probably were banking on this being the thing that gets them out of that jam. And I don't think that it's working out that way.
And I couldn't close that window fast enough. Mark Zuckerberg over at Meta already killed the thing that he renamed his company after. Nike would be smart to do the same. Just don't pivot to the next grift, AI, like Zuck has, John Donahoe. So, how is Nike going to get out of this predicament? Honestly, hell if I know. If I did, I'd be working for them collecting a 9-figure salary wearing Olympic-worn J's that I bought from Karl Malone. Saying just make better product is easier said than done. Yeah. But that's the reality. Nike's got such a deep archive that they're just one Mac attack or Jordan Retro away from flipping all of these analysts back to their side. But in the meantime, they need to keep grinding away and making new hits out of the gate.
So this is why we're seeing Travis Scott wearing Mac attacks, Travis Scott wearing all these different sneakers that we have no idea what they are. They're looking for something to fully get behind again. Now, the Travis Scott Mac attack, mixed feelings, right? It came with mixed feelings. We seen him wearing another shoe with the strap on the toe. We seen him wearing another brown and black shoe on a red carpet somewhere. I think what they're going to do is put everything on Travis's back in the same way that they did with Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan has been I won't say running the company, not running the company like physically, but with his line. The Jordan brand has been really holding up Nike. And like we mentioned, running and casual sneakers are still doing well. They're still doing well because I know there's going to be those people that say Nike is not just Jordans, but that's in the same vein of saying Adidas is okay without Ye. We just saw that's not the case. If people really just fall flat and don't like Jordans anymore, what happens to Nike? Somebody let me know in the chat. What happens? If Jordans are just done and it's been going on since 1985 and we're just done with Jordans, we're moving on, what happens to Nike? Somebody let me know. So I think what they're going to do is probably lean a little bit more onto their collaborator, which they need to find maybe more collaborators. And I think a lot of this has to do with, not a lot of it, I'm not going to say a lot of it, but a large piece of it has to do with the passing of Virgil Abloh as well. I don't think we weigh this stuff into the equation as much as when we didn't have Ye for a period of time to give us Yeezys. It was chaos. It's like, we're all trying for the same shoes. There's no break. There's no reprieve. There's no other shoe for us to go for that we really want or that we really like. And then there's also no Virgil Abloh, right? There's no Virgil. Well, we're not getting any more, off-white Jordan 1s or Jordan 4s, or you know what I mean? Off-white Jordans in general. And I think that has something to do with it. I mean, it's just my opinion. We do these videos to give you my opinion. It's just my opinion. We don't have that. Union has freaking fallen off. Fallen off. Since the Jordan 2 fiasco, people don't look at them the same. It's tough, man. I don't know what they're going to do, but they got to do something.
And not waiting for them to become retros. Like the Vomero 5 was popular when they first came out, and the retros are doing well, but the current Vomero, the 16 and the upcoming 17, need to be popping too. We're on the Air Jordan 37 now, but save for a handful of pairs, non-hoopers haven't given a since the 14.
Very
and now
true.
that those people aren't giving too much of a about the 14s and most retros either, they have to focus on making the 38, the 39, and especially the 40, something that people would actually wear, not just for hooping, but for styling off the court as well. And I get it. When you talk to these designers, making shoes for the streets isn't their first concern.
Right.
But maybe it should be. And then there's the sneakers app.
Oh, man. Oh, man. He just dropped so much on us right there, fam. There's people in my chat, if you guys are new to the channel and you guys are not a part of any of our live streams, where they're like, yo, where's the next Jordan that we can look to? We stop at like 13. And it's really 1s, 4s, 5s, 11s, and 3s. That's it. 12s, 9s, 10s, 8s, 7s, 6s, 14s, 15s. No love. No love. They could drop every retro and no love. No love. Not in the same way, right? There's going to be some of those people who like them, who go for them, but not in the same way.
Look, I'm a big proponent of burning the damn thing down and starting over, but it doesn't look like Nike is going to do that. They've invested so much time into sneakers that starting over doesn't seem like an option. Exclusive access that grants the biggest losers a chance to get a sneaker is fine and all, but it starts from such a negative place. Basically, you have to be a sneaker masochist who takes L's week after week.
All the time.
Maybe starting a pre-order program for some big-time sneakers could bring some goodwill back, or, just make more so the whining online subsides.
That's exactly what we said.
Really, we're asking for anything. This is the season for trying new Nike. I wish it didn't have to come at the expense of hardworking employees who were laid off so callously like they're just numbers on a spreadsheet. But from that mess, they have the opportunity to become a leaner and more focused company. The result from this should be new sneakers in early 2024 and beyond that are trying to push the envelope.
Yes.
Obviously, not all of them are going to be hits. But if even only a handful become a pillar for Nike like the Air Max 270 became, they'll be in a good spot. Let's not get it twisted. Nike's not in a desperate position, nor are they at risk of losing their number one position to Adidas or any other brand. But changes do need to be made, preferably sooner than later. But if we're playing this game, a new number one wouldn't be the worst thing now, would it? Adidas, New Balance, Puma, Curry brand, it would take a monumental collapse by Nike and a string of unprecedented hits by one of those brands.
Ooh.
Remember Ultra Boost plus Yeezys at their peak wasn't even enough to make a dent in Nike's wall. But I need to see them try. All right, that's going to do it for the show. Thank you.
Yo, that was an incredible video. There was some stuff in between there that we didn't really, know too much about as far as like the wrestling and all that. But like getting towards the end of that video, all that Nike stuff was gold, absolute gold. Just like so many great topics. Like, would you guys want to see a new #1? Would you guys want to see New Balance on the top? Now, New Balance has a cult following for real. Adidas, I just don't see it. I think people just hate Adidas. I don't know if it's just the Ye thing, if it's the 3 stripes. I don't know what it is, but people hate Adidas. New Balance is welcomed, right? New Balance is welcomed and people actually enjoy New Balance. They talk about the quality all the time. And I think, do we want to see a new #1? Sneakers app, that was another good topic. How do we make that better? Pre-orders. Should we get pre-orders? We've been screaming for pre-orders for I don't know how long. We've been screaming for pre-orders for forever, and that might be the way. I know tons of people who would pre-order and wait months if they knew for a fact that they were getting the shoe. Would you guys pre-order and wait for months? Let me know in the comment section below. Jacques Slade, great video, man. Make sure you guys go over to his video. Again, give a like and a comment. Subscribe. We always like to pay homage to anybody that we're reviewing over here. So this was an amazing video. Send me videos, guys. Send videos over that you guys want me to react to. I would love nothing more than to see an inbox full of videos that you guys want me to react to. We're still cranking these out. Do not forget to follow me on Instagram at The Real HHSB Crew and on TikTok at The HHSB Crew. You guys can always catch me on YouTube in a live stream. We're going live all the time. So if you guys want to join the family, hit that sub button. Where is it? Right here. Hit that sub button over here, man. Hit that sub button over there and join the family. Make sure you guys leave a comment down below. I will select the best commenter and then go ahead and put it in my next video. So make sure you guys come back and see who won for that. But I love you guys and I will see you in the next one. I'm out. Peace. Peace, peace, peace. I'm gone.